Good morning, folks. This is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop and the president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce. And like I like to do, every chance I get is to give a local business some exposure. And today we have a nonprofit coming on the show today, and I'm gonna bring her on right now. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you.
All right, good to be seen. We have as a guest today, Miss Attila Morgan, and her organization is called My Next Chapter, and I'm gonna let her tell you all about it. You got the floor, Attila.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lonzo. Well, again, my name is Attila, and I'm with My Next Chapter, connecting youth to a brighter future. The My Next Chapter was created to provide former foster youth with an opportunity to learn some real life skills and also learn a profession where they can actually start a business. We help with job placement, and they can it prepares them for having financial stability and independence and just a chance to have success in life. Go right ahead.
How long you been doing this?
We've been doing this now. We're going into our second year.
Okay.
To give you a little history of how we got started, I worked with the financial industry for a credit union for nearly 30 years, and I'm a financial literacy advocate. So I partnered with two individuals that are very active in educating the community as well to host some financial literacy programs for youth and people of all ages within the community. And one of my partners came back and said, you know what, why don't we work with this foster youth demographic, because they pretty much at age 18, they're cut off from all resources, and the few resources that are still maybe available to them, it's really hard for them to qualify, or their long waiting list. And it's just really an unfortunate situation that they're placed into. So why don't we put together something that can help them earn money, and then they can learn how to be financially literate with the money that they've earned. So that's how My Next Chapter became created. We created it. And basically, to give you a brief summary of how it works, participants will be a part of different workshops that go over career assessment, career readiness and professionalism, setting goals, overcoming objections, financial literacy, the difference between being an entrepreneur and an employee, which is huge. You know, a lot of people think having a business is easy. I can have a business, make a lot of money. However, being an employee actually provides you with the structure that you need, that you have on a job. If you don't have that right mindset as an entrepreneur, a business owner, where you can create your own structure, chances are your business is not going to be a success. And it's not as easy as most people think. It's a 24/7 job. Social media, how to use social media appropriately for both professional and personal use, building multiple streams of income. We've come across quite a few young people that just wanted to go to college, you know, and I had one young lady tell me, you know, I only lasted a month because I had to figure out where I was gonna live. How was I going to support myself being a former foster youth? So I didn't get the opportunity to go to college. So we have individuals in our program now where we have someone on our team who is a retired high school counselor that they get assigned with, and she works with them to put a roadmap together for them to go to college. Our program is at no cost to our participants. We pay for whatever industry profession they decide they want to go into, because in addition to these informational workshops that they participate in, they also see an overview of different industry professions from a professional in that industry that will actually, if they select their industry, they will be partnered with that professional. They will actually mentor them and help them get through whatever licensing or certification program they need to have a career in that industry. And then we help them with job placement.
That's fantastic. Now, you know what? Amazing. I'm glad to hear this, because I've been a cynic for the last longest. And one of the things that I've noticed working with reentry, and if you have a felony, been to jail, they have all kind of programs to get you back on track. But if you don't have a felony, they can't help you. And I thought that was just ridiculous.
Isn't that weird?
I thought that was just ridiculous. Why is it you have to be a felon to get in a program. I'm glad to hear that somebody understands my trauma, because that just drove me nuts. I'm like, you have to have a felony to get this. Yes, you do. Huh? But if you don't have a felony, you don't qualify. So it goes back to me. I got to say this right here, because this is one of the things that as a B and C student, non-athletic, okay, I could play baseball, but I wasn't that good. I was always the one that was picked at the football, basketball. I could play, but I wasn't all that great. I was in school. I didn't get A's. I got B's, B plus, and C minuses. So if you were the athlete, there was a program for you to get you to go to college. Or if you were a high achieving scholar, there was a program for you to go to college. But if you just was a regular kid, you can dribble, but you can't fly through the sky like Michael Jordan, or you weren't a scholar, there's nothing for you. And it's like, we the ones that usually make things happen.
Absolutely. So true. Good point. Good point. And it's interesting that you say that, because we initially were focusing on working with former foster youth. But once we started promoting the program, we would have groups come approach us, or just people, neighbors, friends, and say, hey, I got a 27-year-old that hasn't figured out what they want to do in life. They didn't go to college. It wasn't for them. Can they participate in your program? So with that being said, we've opened it up to not just offering our program to former foster youth, but any youth from the community ages 18 to 32 is welcome to participate in the program.
That is a great age span, because these days it takes a little bit longer to get your footing than it used to. It used to be a time while you were 16, you're ready to leave the house, but no more.
Absolutely. That is so true. That is so true. Very, very different than how it was for us. They're on a later track for sure.
I wonder, that I have two kids that's under 25, and they didn't care about driver's license. It was like, it's no big deal. I get it when I get it. And that was the first thing I did on my 16th birthday at DMV, standing in line. I'm like the third person in line to get my license. I haven't stopped driving since, but I don't care. I got Uber. Though they get around, a whole different mindset.
Absolutely. So true. So true.
For them, not to mention the cost of being on your own these days is a lot. You can get an apartment back in the day for $250. You get your nice apartment for $400. Okay.
Yes.
But nowadays, that's $3,500 these days. So
absolutely.
Somebody is taking on that challenge, and I'm glad to be able to assist you any way I possibly can.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm very excited about the program. It's getting better. It's growing. We're adding additional programs. Right now, we've offered licensing and certification programs in real estate, home care aid, tax preparation, insurance and financial services, cybersecurity, which cybersecurity is just a hot industry with AI, with computers, cybersecurity. There are lots of jobs out there. And I'm so excited because one of our participants that got certified just secured a job. And because of that, he was homeless and was able to secure a place to live as well because of that. He said, because of that certification that I got with my next chapter, there were 17 applicants for this position. I was the only one that had the certification. Yes, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So we're very excited. We're looking to add real estate appraisals to our appraising to our program. That will be coming up in our spring session. That's a great industry to go into that you don't have to have a college degree, but it can be very lucrative if you have the right mentoring and coaching and knowledge to build a nice, thriving business for yourself, or you can work for a company.
I work with a lot of nonprofits as well through the chamber, and I just ran across one, LADEC, I believe it's called, LAEDC, and they specialize in training people in high-paying skills that don't require a college degree, like in the movie industry. You get a great job, a great paying job in the movie industry, being a grip, doing hair, makeup, whatever the case may be, and you don't need a college degree. You just need a good work ethic, and that's the catch right there.
There you go.
You got to have a good work ethic. I think this is Denise calling in. Hold on one second. Hello.
Hi, I was calling for the podcast.
Hey, how you doing? Who is this? Who am I speaking to? I know who it is. I got to play like I don't. Who am I speaking to? Denise?
No.
Who am I speaking to?
This is Sharon.
Hello, Sharon. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Thanks for calling in. You have a question or a comment?
No, I was just wanting to listen in.
Okay.
I'm excited for your podcast and to hear your guests.
Oh, great. We're on Facebook, YouTube Live. Go to Compton. If you want to see it live, you can see it on Compton Chronicles on YouTube and on Facebook. And we're on Twitter as well as Compton EET Chamber. So if you want to listen in, that's fine. But if you want to see the whole interview live, you can view us right there on the internet. We are everywhere.
Fantastic.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. All right. Thank you for calling. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. So, yes, folks, we are live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. And this is a live show that we do called the Compton Chronicles. We interview people doing great things in the community. There's a ton of news out there of all kind of shooting and death and violence and mishaps. But then the people that's just like me, the people that do good stuff, nobody don't care about what you do. So I'm going to take an interest. And that's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad you were referred to me, and your program is fantastic. I've worked with the youth, foster youth in the past, doing entertainment. A lot of people want to be in the entertainment business. They don't know how to get started. And you have a lot of people that will take advantage of you if you don't know how to get started. And I'm glad to hear your programs are working. Now, where are you guys located?
We're in Southern California. Our office is in South Pasadena.
Okay.
But we service, our program. What is really great about it is it's virtual. So that actually, we initially weren't doing it virtual. We were going to do it in person, but because of COVID, we had to immediately go virtual, which was great because it actually helped us to expand our reach. So we've had participants from Northern California. We've had participants from Texas, from all over Southern California, the Valley, LA, Long Beach, you name it. So that was actually a great gift from COVID that we appreciate because, again, we're able to impact more lives by going virtual.
Before COVID, I was trying to get people to do my show the way we're doing it remote. And I'm coming out of the studio. I'd rather you do it remote. Why fight that traffic? And once COVID shut us down, it forced them to go remote. And works a lot better for me and everybody involved. And it still looks the same, sounds the same. It's just that you don't have the hassle of fighting through traffic. Okay.
Right. There you go.
Tell people how to find you before we forget about that. How do they find you?
So they can go to our website, mynextchapterinc.org.
Okay.
Or they can email info@mynextchapterinc.org, or they can call 310-365-8377.
Now, if you do have a felony, that hinder you from being a part of the program?
No, not at all. Not at all.
You could have no felonies, good grades, or a felony and bad grades, just have the desire to do something different with your life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The one thing I can say, though, with a felony, some of the programs that we offer after phase 1, there are some programs that will not allow you to get licensed or certified.
Okay.
Going into financial services, insurance is one of them. But a lot of the other programs that we offer, having a felony on your record will not hinder them from getting that license or certification.
So many people are under the impression that having a felony is a death sentence and to get a good job. I'm glad you are alluding to that right now. Tell them some of the things that some of the good jobs you can get, even if you've been fortunate enough to get a felony.
Absolutely. Well, with our cybersecurity position, there are cyber safe specialist positions that individuals can get. You can actually just go to Indeed or any job seeking application and type in cyber specialist or cybersecurity. Tons of jobs come up. Real estate, there's some positions that you can actually get with that. If your felony is not a financial felony, you can still get that license. The same with certified nursing assistant programs. I was just speaking with a certified nursing assistant over the Christmas weekend, and this individual, she said, you know what? She said, I got my certification and I've built 3 streams of income with my business. because life is expensive, and just doing one was not enough to support her life and her lifestyle for her kids. So she's actually she built her own business, and then she also works with 2 different companies. And when you're working as a certified nursing assistant or even a home care aide, you can manage your schedule the way you want to. Okay. Because you're basically someone that's working, you're going into people's homes and you're helping them with the care that they need. And then you're also working at different hospital or different facilities, and you can manage your schedule the way you want to manage your schedule. So that's a great industry that you can go into, and it's actually can pay off and be very lucrative.
Great. How long does the average program take to be trained in a program, one of these programs?
Okay, so my next chapter starts out with phase 1, and phase 1 consists of all of those workshops that I talked about: career assessment, career readiness, professionalism, setting goals, et cetera, et cetera. That's a 4-week time period. We meet twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6:30 to 8:30. And then at the end of that 4-week time period, the participants can say, you know what, after they sat through all the workshops and overviews of hearing how these different careers, what it looks like having a career in those specific industries. And they say, you know what, I think I want to take advantage of becoming a real estate appraisal. Okay. And what happens is they get assigned to that real estate appraisal professional, and then they actually walk them through and mentor them through that program of getting licensed or certified. So those programs can take anywhere from 4 weeks to 12 weeks. It depends. If someone selects real estate, that requires 150 hours, the course does. So that may take a little longer than that of a tax preparer that requires 70 hours. Okay. The home care aide is really just 10 hours. So that's probably our shortest program. Certified nursing assistant program takes about 5 weeks. Okay. So it varies. It depends on what industry profession they select.
Okay, interesting. So when they come to you, they have a 4-week program. Do you have, what if they're homeless? How can you assist? Can you assist with homelessness, or they just destitute? Hey, I'm fresh out of foster care. All I got is my clothes in this bag and no place to put it.
So what happens is we did have some individuals out of the Midnight Mission who had experienced homelessness. One of the things that they need is internet access. Okay. And they need to have access to a computer so that they can, of course, Zoom in with us. So that is something that would be a requirement. We've not had anyone in our program who is homeless and actually out on the streets. Okay. So that might pose a challenge for them, because they do, again, need internet access and preferably have a computer.
Okay. Are the most of the kids from foster care, are they referred to you, a walk-ins or somebody as a referral system that you
they've been, I did a lot of I do a lot of social media. So my next chapter has social media pages. So through that, we've been able to connect with many organizations that provide support services for former foster youth and that support former foster youth. So through that social media connections, I've been able to get a lot of referrals. And we also offer, I did program overviews for many different organizations that provide support services for former foster youth and community youth in general. So if you said, you know what, hey, Attila, I have this group here in Compton that would want to learn more about your program, they could reach out to me and I would schedule a program overview for them. And I would do that via Zoom, or I could do that in person as well.
Okay. Fantastic. Sounds like a great program, dear.
Yes, I love it.
I was taught in broadcast school to tell them 2 or 3 times how to find you. So I'm going to give you one more time. Tell them how to find you.
Absolutely. My Next Chapter, you can go to our website, mynextchapterinc.org. You can also email info@mynextchapterinc.org. And you can also place a phone call to 310-365-8377.
Okay, fantastic. Now, Attila Morgan, this has been a very enlightening show for me, because, like I said before, I was a cynic. I was upset because I thought you had to have a felony to get any services. But thanks to programs like yours, people without a felony, just somebody just trying to find their way has actually getting on track in life. And that's a big plus right there. We don't have those. Well, I can't say it. We didn't. We when I was coming up, we had a lot more programs to help us get on track. I was a part of the ROP program, Regional Occupation Program. So that's what put me into the broadcasting and got me where I am today. And I know those programs still exist, but I don't know how to find them like I used to. But I'm glad I found you guys and you're able to do what you do.
Thank you so much.
I can help you, I'm glad we connected because I work with a lot of youth programs. I would love to be able to connect with you and refer some people to you. If you need me to come out and speak sometimes, I'll do that too.
Absolutely. I look forward to it. And I will definitely, I have your contact information. I will start sending you some information because we're getting excited and we're going to start taking registration for our spring session next month. And that's just in a couple of days. So I will definitely be in touch and share with you everything that I have to share.
Anything you want to share to people before we wrap up?
I just want to thank you for the opportunity. My next chapter is here. We're for the community. Again, it's at no cost to the participants. So everyone is welcome, age 18 to 32. If you need that opportunity to learn and learn a skill and get certified and licensed, we would love to help you and position you to have financial stability and independence in life.
Thank you very much for coming on the show today, darling.
All right. Thank you so much. I look forward to being in touch.
All right, folks. You are live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop and the president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce. You just met Attila Morgan, the CEO of My Next Chapter, a nonprofit designed to help young youth 18 to 32 get on track in life without having a felony. That's a big plus. In the meantime, folks, I'll see you in the streets. I'll see you someplace. I'm everywhere. We're out of here. Till next time. Happy holidays to you, folks.